In this video, I'm going to show you how to use some of the new reporting features in Enrich to look at your SC Pass test data. And I fully expect this same procedure to work whenever we receive our SC Ready scores. First thing I've done is I've logged into Enrich, and I'm logged in as a teacher. And you will remember that on the teacher login, as you come down to the bottom of the screen, you have a My Classes box that will show all of your classes. I'm going to click on this teacher's homeroom class. And clicking on that opens up the class where you see all the students' names on the left side of the screen. And on the right side of the screen are your test score reports. And the report that we want to look at is the class score sheet. This will give us a gradebook view of a single test administration. This will bring up a screen where I will select students who are currently rostered. You can leave that as the default. The test I'm looking for is SC Pass, but because Enrich hasn't updated the name of the test yet, you will just look for Pass. And the administration will be the most recent administration, so click and select 2016. And now the system is going to take a few seconds to work, so give it a while. It's not broken, it's working like it's supposed to. It just has to sort through a lot of information to pull up the report that you've requested. So we see now, here's the report. And this looks similar to a gradebook report where you have your students' names on the left, and you can use this scroll bar to scroll down and see all of your students. And this is kind of cumbersome, though. This looks like some of the old Enrich reports where you'd have to scroll way over to find everything you needed. And I'm going to show you a much easier way to do that. But another thing you'll notice is this shows the numerical qualification of the different scores. And we're going to export this, and it'll show us the text description of the scores. So to export these scores, I'm going to scroll back up to the top of the page, and there's the export command. I will click export, and I will export now this class report, and I'm going to save this to my desktop, and I'm going to save it as teacher SC Pass export. Save the file. This is being saved as a comma-separated values file, which will open in Excel with no problem, and it's a quick download. So now I'm going to minimize my browser that has Enrich on it, and I'm going to double-click the file that I just exported. Okay, now what we're going to do, you notice that we have a lot of blanks here, and as we scroll left to right, you see there's an awful lot of blank columns because there's just no information in those columns that you're really going to be concerned with, but it exported them all anyway. One thing you will notice, where before we saw the 1s, 2s, and 3s, now we see the designation may benefit from additional support, shows weaknesses, and so forth. So what we're going to do is get rid of a lot of these blank columns. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to do a selection of this entire group that we have so far. And the way we do that is you click in cell A1, and then you're going to hold down your Shift and your Control keys on your keyboard and click your down arrow. And what that will do is that will select everything in that column. So we're going to do that first, Shift, Control, down arrow, followed quickly by Shift, Control, right arrow. And you'll see this. Now I've just selected this entire sheet, but just the parts of the sheet that have data in it. See, I've got all these parts here that aren't selected and parts over here to the right that aren't selected because I've only selected the parts of the sheet that would have data in them. And now to get rid of these blanks, what we're going to do is in Excel, you can go up to where it says Find Select on the far right side, and we're going to click that drop down, and we're going to come to Go to Special. When we do that, we're going to get this box up, and we're going to select blanks, OK, and now it has just selected the blank columns. So from here, after all the columns are selected, from the Home menu, come to the Delete command in the Cells group, and click Delete Sheet Columns. And when we do that, you notice all those columns that had blanks in them are now gone.